Right, so I'm going to kick off my guide, 15 tips that will make you a better landlord. And if you follow these instructions, I'm sure you'll be able to make more money from your portfolio, or you'll be a better landlord when you purchase your first investment. So I'm going to start off the series with talking about communication. Simple as that. So something that's, pretty much common sense, but extremely overlooked. Landlords sometimes forget that tenants are your customers, and we have the wrong mindset where we think as a landlord we may be entitled. No, because you need to look after your tenant. The last thing you want is every 6 months you're having a churn of tenants. That's extremely expensive. So remember the first time or the best customer experience you received yourself, and try and deliver that to your tenants. Remember, you're providing the tenants the product that's probably more precious than anything, which is their home. So first of all, I would always say be contactable. I would always give them a secondary point of contact if for whatever reason you're on holiday, or you're at work and you're unable to get back to tenants. Most tenants are very reasonable. They're not going to disturb you if they don't need to, but when there's an emergency, they want to make sure they can get in touch with you straight away. If you don't, that's it. You're going to have a bad experience now from the tenant side, and maintenance is the biggest issue why tenants get up and leave. So if it's not done on time, or they're not able to contact the landlord or an agency on time, it's extremely frustrating for the tenant. Now, it's fine getting the tenants to have the right contact details. Make sure you get back to them. One tip that I always give to my landlords is before a tenant moves in, make sure you just set up a little WhatsApp communication form with them and get them to message you message them and say, look, any sort of issues or problems, you contact me on this number going forward. In the scenario I'm away, this person's going to be able to look after it for you. Okay. Also follow up. So if you're going to send a contractor out, something along them lines, let the tenant know when, arrange the access, etc. And then make sure you follow up to be sure it's been done. Because last thing you want is a tenant, say, taking a day off work, sitting at home all day, only for a contractor to let you down. So very important. And also be very clear with the expectations as well. So if you're going to say, look, you're going to get this done, give them a time scale, okay? The last thing we want is a tenant just sitting around waiting, hoping for something to be done. Now, there's a lot of tech out there that you can use to simplify it. Obviously, as an agency, we have a CRM system, we have a great property management software, and all the tenants can communicate via an app with the agency directly. That's a preferred method of contact. It's a great tool for reporting maintenance. But the 3 apps I would recommend to yourself, if you are a private landlord that manages your property yourself, is Asana. So Asana, Google Drive, and WhatsApp. Asana is basically a task management software. You can create boards for specific properties on there. You can create boards for tracking your insurances, tracking when, say your mortgage is coming up, or when you get your gas cert and stuff like that done. You can create recurring events there. Also, if, for example, there's an ongoing repair there, you can just track it there, keep track of everything that's going on, so invoices, quotes, the contract that's going on, just put it all in there, put a date on it so you get reminded to make sure you can follow up on it accordingly. Google Drive is a great tool as well. So this is where you can store your mortgage documents, insurance documents, tenancy agreements, all of that stuff. So you've got one central place. Google Drive is amazing in the sense that it's free, first of all. You can access it from anywhere in the world, literally your PC, your phone, whatever it may be. And WhatsApp, like really straightforward and simple. Like every tenant will be using WhatsApp. Make sure you set up a WhatsApp. Just send them a WhatsApp message to your tenant when they move in, so they know they can contact you on that number. I hope that's been helpful, and I think the key takeaway here is communicate effectively with your tenants, keep your tenants happy, treat them like customers.